head into it.
Yeah. Let me open up some of these snacks. Let's get that going right there.
Should I have gotten something to drink?
Gotta open up the snacks, so we're not doing all that later on.
Do you want to get a juice?
No, I'm good with that water right there. I like snacks with water. I'm weird like that. All right.
Is this water?
All right, let's get this started.
Do you mind if I lean back?
Go for it. Get comfortable.
Gracias.
All right, y'all. I think we should just get this podcast started. What do you think?
Okay.
All
Welcome.
Right. What's going on, everybody? You're now listening to the one, the only, best nighttime. Wait, forget it. This sounds horrible.
The best nighttime.
The best.
I was just gonna.
The best show on
just
nighttime.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah,
just keep it simple.
The best. Not whatever. Listen, this is Suave. This is Jose. Some people know me as Suave. Suave Soto. The one-handed bandit. I'm out here.
This is Desi.
Desi Torres, y'all, from Aussie.
Don't just give my last name out. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And this is Mad Late.
Mad late. Mad, and we're currently snacking. We shouldn't be doing this. It's probably, what is it, like midnight?
We do this every time that we get snacks. We order from GoPuff, not sponsored, but
Yo, no lie.
Yet.
GoPuff would be a great sponsor for this podcast.
every time we order from them, we always feel like shit
Yeah.
afterwards. Like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this, but we do it anyways.
I mean, who doesn't like snacks? It's crazy. So what we're doing right now is we're always having these conversations, mostly about movies and shows and just pop culture and just things in general. And sometimes we're doing this while we're eating crap on the couch. So we decided, why not record this? So,
We decided on the name Mad Late.
because we're mad late to everything.
Mainly that. Well, one, we're filming this at what? Almost midnight on a Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, it's a school night, baby.
It's a school night.
It's a school night.
So yeah, it's like currently almost midnight on a Thursday,
Tell
and
'em.
that's part one. But part two, the main reason why we decided to call it Mad Late is that we're always super late to the trend train.
Or, well, not just
on
that,
watching
but
shows, on watching certain things. Like what we watch everything or anything that's cool and poppin', we watch it like a year later.
yeah.
Not for any reason, just because that's just how life is.
If something's really popping, I like to think that we jump on it. But some things we're like, we'll watch it in 3 years. So, like for example,
3 years.
Desi just finished Lost. For anybody who's
yeah.
ever watched Lost, Desi just finished it.
Just finished
And
it.
that show ended, I want to say, 6 years ago? It's crazy.
I don't know, mad long ago, but
You're mad late. And I'll rewatch it.
it was a great show. The ending sucked ass,
Yeah.
but it was a great show overall. Also, spoiler alert, fuck Kate. Fuck Kate. I don't like that bitch.
If y'all ever watched Lost or you ever did watch Lost, you know the frustration. There's a character on there named Kate, and she's always trying to help.
She always tries to help. Well, quote unquote, tries to help, but she always makes things worse. She always gets caught.
She always gets caught.
And every time somebody tells her, hey, we're about to go do something, we need you to stay behind. I'm dead ass. Don't follow me. She'll be like, okay. And 2 minutes later,
She's like, I ain't staying behind.
I'm not staying
better
behind.
than that.
She follows them. And then, of course, halfway through the mission, who do they find? The bad guy with Kate.
Yeah.
This bitch gets caught. Why? Because she couldn't stay her ass at camp. She never could stay her ass at camp.
Kate, you ain't shit. I'm just gonna put it.
We
just gonna let you
there
know.
were so many plans and missions that these people were going on that she ruined every single time because her ass did not know how to stay put.
Listen.
She pissed me off.
By the way, let's just give a quick shout out to our cat Magneto. She's actually one of the co-hosts, but she doesn't have much to say. And I think she's kind of moody right now because she's kind
She
of giving us a
is
side
she
eye.
is the third host of this show.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll catch her at one point saying
And
something.
we're doing this. I mean, in the future, if we become famous, we'll make some money, and then we can get her some like fancy feet or fancy feets. What the fuck was not fancy feet? She's got feets. Trust me,
Fancy feats?
a fancy feast. We can get her something
We
nice.
can get her fancy feast now.
I mean, I can get it now,
It's
but
not
it's
that expensive.
I know, but she's burning a hole in my wallet. So
You're talking
hopefully
about when we get money, we'll get her fancy feast. You make that sound like we feed her pebbles. Like,
we do feed her pebbles.
dirt.
We do feed her pebbles.
We have the money now
She
for
doesn't.
fancy feast.
This is the great thing about her. She doesn't know how bad she has it.
Also, if you haven't,
She
if
eats
you
the
aren't
same
able,
shit every day, and she doesn't realize that there's stuff out there like turkey.
well, she doesn't
and-
know. She doesn't know, and I'm glad that she doesn't because
salmon.
she would be miserable if she knew that
Yeah.
there are more than 3 flavors of food out there.
Like
She
she's,
gets the same 3:
Fam.
chicken, fish, and
she's never had a lobster
Beef,
tail.
I think.
Oh, poor thing. That's fucked up.
she doesn't know. She doesn't need to know.
She doesn't need to
is
know.
bliss.
Let's keep ignorance is bliss. Let's keep her in the dark. I mean, we
She's-
love her.
She is the happiest.
But if
cat.
we became famous, listen, we'll get you something else other than Meow Mix or Purina, whatever the fuck.
fancy feast.
Oh, and we'll get you some fancy feet too. We'll get you some new feet.
If you haven't noticed, this is probably going to be the atmosphere a lot of time where we kind of go off track.
Yeah.
We have
There
a
is-
paper in front of us that's like, oh, we're going to talk about this.
yeah, there's a
And we
there's a
haven't
sheet.
talked about not shit on the paper.
Yeah, oh, we're not even following the protocol, and we're eating snacks at the same time. I'm literally about to eat this peanut butter. By the way, what are you eating on over there? What you got?
I got my
hood
grandma,
classic.
my grandma taste buds.
Yeah,
We're kicking in tonight, and I wanted an oatmeal pie.
oatmeal pie. Wait, isn't it called oatmeal filled pie? Something like that. That's a hood
I don't know
classic.
if you know, you know,
Yeah.
you know what it is. It's the oatmeal pie.
That's the hood classic right there. That's a good one.
Shit always hits. It will always hit. It's kind of like how a honey bun always hits, iced.
Yeah,
honey
you know
bun.
what? The honey
Fuck the
bun-
people who don't eat honey buns iced and they just eat it glazed.
Oh yeah,
fuck
that's
is wrong
weird.
with you?
I only eat a glazed honey bun. I mean, I only eat the non-glazed honey bun if that's my only choice.
Right. They have to run out.
Yeah, you
Of
gotta
the
run out,
iced.
and I have to be like, man, I've been thinking about this shit all day. I'm gonna eat it without the glaze. It don't got the white
That
glaze
shit
on
is
it. Pause.
trash.
Yeah, and it has to be a Little Debbie. I feel like I've had other ones, and they're
That's
not
true.
They're not that good. I'm about to take a bite of this Reese's peanut butter cup, one of the best chocolates.
Apologies for Jose smacking his lips into the mic. That's why I was laughing earlier. I'm looking at you because you keep going into the microphone. I don't think anybody wants to hear you smacking your lips like that.
I'm getting old. That's how old people do.
Ugh,
We smack our lips.
it's gross.
We savor the moment.
Yeah, but well, nobody wants to hear that shit.
Damn, this is so good. Damn. Yo, Reese's peanut butter cup, sponsor us. Like, I know you're listening. We know.
Wait,
we know.
first of all, to backtrack on the shit that we had written down on the paper. Shout outs to everyone who is listening, who decided to click on this podcast or listen to it on wherever you're listening to podcasts. It's super dope. I know there's probably only like 3 people listening. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think my mom's gonna listen.
Yo,
to be honest.
my pops don't even understand
think-
English. So he's going to be like, oh, yeah, like he's going to put it on
¿De
and
qué
he'll be
ustedes
like,
hablan? Like,
"¿De qué te están- pero de qué?" Yeah, I got to like send him a transcribed Spanish version of everything we said. And then he's going to be like, I don't get it.
but shout outs to the 3 people who are listening. Y'all a real fucking
Y'all the
guy.
reason why our cat Magneto is going to have fancy feast.
It's gonna have fancy feast.
She used
No,
to eat
shout
Meow
outs.
Mix, and then, you know what? I think when we moved out here to North Carolina, that's when we realized that Meow Mix is kind of trash. Like, we're
do you
giving
mean?
her... Meow Mix is kind of like poor.
What's wrong with Meow Mix?
She used to throw that shit up all the time.
Well, yeah, that could just be hers.
Everybody in
Don't
the hood
blame
gives
Meow
that shit.
Mix.
Everybody in the hood gives that shit to their
Yeah,
cat.
well, you can't blame Meow Mix for that. She probably just has,
That's like when we used to
a
eat
different
bologna
kind
as
of stomach.
kids. Like, the bologna is trash.
I
but
hate
we,
bologna.
Yeah, but we ate it when we were kids.
Who's we? I did not eat bologna.
Nah,
I
whatever.
I never liked bologna.
I bet. So you better than us. All right.
Nah, I had ham and cheese.
Nah, you didn't
Ham and
get.
cheese.
Yeah, but you didn't get like boar's head till you were like 13 or something.
You're right.
Like that.
It was just
Yeah.
whatever the fuck my mom could buy in the
So that's
grocery.
what happened with the cat. That's the Magneto. Now she eats like what Purina, like naturals. Like we buy the natural shit now. We're like trying to make her feel better, and
She doesn't know. She
she
doesn't don't notice the difference.
she doesn't know, but she knows, but she doesn't know.
She doesn't know the difference.
By the way, here we go again. By the way, shout outs to Crunch. You ever had a good Crunch? When's the last time you had a good Crunch bar?
Stop.
I feel like Crunch is one of those chocolates that people just sleep on all the time, and then when you have one after like 10 years of not eating one, you're like, damn, why did I sleep on this shit? And then you have another one, and you're cool with it, and then the third one, you're like, fuck Crunch.
Unpopular opinion for those who honestly, y'all don't give a fuck, but I don't mess with chocolate. I don't really like chocolate. It's not my thing.
You heathen.
I eat it in small increments. If it's too much, it's too much. Like I know some people that can have like.
There's a special place in hell for you.
I'm a white chocolate or like caramel is more my speed. Anything like cinnamony.
I gotta cut you off there. Listen, white chocolate is the worst thing that's ever happened to chocolate. Like somebody came and said, "We're gonna whitewash fucking chocolate. Let's make chocolate great again." And then they just fucking made it white with little chocolate chips in it.
My white chocolate lovers, sound off. I don't know if there's comments or anything, but sound off, please. Please help me defend this because I'm not a chocolate person. Sometimes it's just way too much.
That shit blows my mind.
But white chocolate, I can have like Hershey cookies and cream. Is that white chocolate or is that just
that's white
cream?
chocolate.
I don't know. Yes, Hershey cookies and cream. I can down like fuck.
That tastes like
a
white,
lot.
That tastes like white vomit.
Wow, te pasate. They get vomit.
Yo, wait.
Vomit?
I'm gonna tell you right now, and y'all can do the research. There are articles out there and even YouTube videos saying that Americans are so used to how Hershey tastes that they're unaware that it actually tastes like vomit. Like a Hershey's bar has
Where's your resources? Because I don't believe this shit.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, American chocolate
I wouldn't
tastes
know.
like
I don't
vomit.
really eat chocolate.
And you know how in the UK or whatever, their main chocolate is like Cadbury, something like that?
Oh, yeah, like Cadbury eggs.
Yeah, so that's the competitor for like Hershey's, right? And so
Really?
if you give somebody from the UK like a Hershey's bar, the first thing they say is it tastes like vomit. But the thing is, we're so conditioned to eating it that we don't realize.
This is bullshit. I don't
I'm
believe
so
anything that you're saying right now. This is bullshit.
It's like
I'm
vomit,
not buying
though.
anything that you're saying right now. Where is this article or this video
Listen,
that you're talking about?
We like that shit.
No,
though.
I'm gonna Google.
We like that caca
after
shit.
this, I'm gonna actually Google it, and
No,
I'm gonna
we
hold
will.
you to your word. That's bullshit.
Yo, shout out to the people who are going to look it up, and then they're going to see that I'm telling the truth, and they're going to be
I
like,
don't
"Oh my god!"
believe you.
And
They,
then I
they
did
say
it.
that Hershey's tastes like vomit.
It has a slight taste of vomit. It's not really that good of chocolate.
Well, let me tell you something.
I mean, it's mass produced.
Here's my
It's not
hot
that
take
good.
on fucking Hershey's. Well, maybe it's just me because I'm not a big fan of chocolate. I don't think that shit is real chocolate, period.
Nah,
Like,
it's not real.
There's
like,
way better chocolate out there. Hershey's is a thing because it's like popular, right? Like,
well, it's the most mass
it's the
produced.
fucking McDonald's of
It's the
chocolate.
McDonald's of chocolate.
Like, that's why everybody fucks with it. It's not because it's actually good. Like McDonald's. McDonald's not actually
Yeah.
good, but it's fucking everywhere. So you have no choice to be like, I love
Yeah.
McDonald's.
And that's the whole thing. People are conditioned to thinking that it's great, right? Because you're so used to it.
You know
that
which
you're
chocolate is A1? Fucking
You're gonna say some bullshit. Watch.
no, Godiva. Godiva chocolates are
Godiva's
great.
is good. It's cool. I like Dove.
No, not Dove.
Dove is alright.
The soap.
Yo,
What?
that shit threw
Wait,
me up.
who sat at that round table?
It was like, yo, we're gonna make chocolate now. Yo, we're gonna have chocolate now.
Wait a minute.
Wait, from the makers of soap, we now have
Makers of
chocolate
soap and
that melts in
shampoo
your.
and body wash.
Have some of this chocolate that melts in your mouth.
They said, "Hey, you know what we should make next?
Some fucking chocolate,
Chocolate."
and it's delicious. It is delicious. It's lathery. It lathers in your mouth.
Ew.
It lathers your tongue. I love me a Dove chocolate. And you know what? Dove chocolate has a little bird on it too. Little
Like
logo.
duh, babe. It's a dove.
Oh yeah, I
Did
didn't
you-
think about I didn't even think about that.
Hello, it's a
But
dub.
that's why I was just saying, like, it's really the same company. Like, I thought it was a different company.
That shit threw me off. I don't trust it.
It's good for your hygiene.
It cleans your
Yo,
innards.
it's like they're selling guns to both sides. They're giving you acne, and then they're trying to sell you products to clean your fucking
Dove
face.
does not have any face products.
Well,
Do
just
they?
come on, let me have this.
They have body stuff.
Well, yeah. So they're okay. They're
Like
selling you chocolate so you
lotions,
can get
soap.
fatty, and stinky, and then
Fat and stinky.
well, when
Really?
you're bigger, you smell a little bit more than somebody
That's
who's not
fucked
bigger.
up.
Well, it's true because you're there's like crevices and
That's
shit you
fucked
gotta
up, but
lift.
relatable. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. We
Yeah.
all got a little bit of fatty.
I'm a little fatties.
So they give you soap to clean the fatty.
Shut up.
All right, hold on.
This theory
Hold on.
is stupid.
We got to talk about something real quick. Wow, we're 15 minutes in. We need to talk about Squid Games. And I know that
Wait.
we have to. We just got to, I mean, just two or three little things we got to mention.
First of all, what's that called? Spoiler alerts to people who haven't watched, because it's still
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fairly new show. This is the one show that we aren't mad late to.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, we were early.
the week that it came out, we heard nothing but amazing things. Like, everybody was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this shit. You gotta watch this shit." And we
These
ended
Sour
up watching it.
Patches.
Like, literally the week of
Yeah.
that it came out, we just binged the whole thing. And honestly,
Yes.
I'm not gonna spoil it. We're not gonna go into too in depth right now. Maybe in a little bit.
Nah, fuck
But-
that. We spoiling shit.
Hold on. Overall, give me your overall review.
That shit was lit. But the whole thing
I'm
is.
mad you said lit, but okay.
Yeah,
go
well,
ahead.
listen, I'm trying to make myself feel younger here. That shit was lit.
With lit.
Lit.
That's probably the thing
that
that
what
makes
the
you feel
kids are saying
the
now?
oldest. Lit.
Okay, first of all,
It
I
was
just have
great.
I thought it was really good. I do have to say though, if you watched it and you loved it, you need to start watching other foreign films because there are some really good films out there, and there's a lot of stuff that this was inspired by. Well, yeah, that you guys would fucking love. First of all, as soon as I saw the trailer, the first thing I thought about was Battle Royale, which is like from 2002. I mean, that
Oh
movie is
yeah,
super
and that
old.
movie was
Japanese. I think it was Japanese. Yeah. And that movie was the movie that actually inspired like the Hunger Games and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that movie,
Battle Royale's the OG. If
OG
you haven't
movie.
watched it, you definitely
you got to
should.
watch it. I mean, it's old, so you got to keep in mind if you do watch it, the technology wasn't there yet, but the concept is like a whole bunch of high school
Well, if
kids.
you think about it, the concept was ahead of its, because this is before Hunger Games. This
Yeah.
is before the whole concept of like, hey, let's kill each other to survive.
exactly
type thing.
And it's like all these kids who are friends, like
Mm-hmm.
they're they all go to school together, and they're on a school trip and they get gassed. And next thing you know, they're on this island, and they're like, "Hey, you guys got to kill yourself. I mean, we're gonna let you go out there in the wild with some weapons, and
But
last
wasn't
man
there
standing,
at the end of the right? It was like last man standing wins money. No.
yeah, wins something and gets to go back home. It was something like that. Now, I'm not saying Squid Game that's not the story for Squid Game. It's actually very different, but it's inspired by that, and you can see a lot of that. Also, I got to say, Alice in Borderland on Instagram, you guys have to watch that.
On Instagram,
Instagram.
Alice in Borderland. That was the next thing I was gonna
okay.
say. Another show
That's
that's
Netflix.
relatable to it is on Netflix,
And it's
Alice in
fairly
Borderland.
new, too.
And that one is also Japanese.
Yes. So that's the second Japanese show that I already feel like this is very relatable. Alice in Borderland is still
And
fairly
didn't get
new.
enough attention in my opinion.
It didn't get attention
because
I feel like people need to
compared
watch
to
it
Squid
right
Games, like this was the Alice in Borderland was also like really really good. Like
now. It was. Now
that shit needs to get more traction.
I gotta say this: the first episode of Alice in Borderland, I was kind of like, I didn't really care for it. But as soon as the second episode started, I think that show is amazing. Alice in
Yeah.
Borderland is great.
Just to give a quick overview on like what Alice in Borderland is, it's basically the same concept of everybody gets trapped into a game where
Mm-hmm.
they have to kill each other in order to survive and in order to win this game. And I think
every time they win every time they win one of these games,
Mm-hmm.
they get a card, and they're pretty much trying to complete the whole deck.
right,
And it's like playing cards, like
right. And the whole
like
conspiracy between everybody, all the players, is that maybe if we collect all the cards,
yeah. So people
we
start
get
to
to
work
get out.
together,
Right.
or maybe you don't work together, but then you can get out, you get paid or whatever. So that show is amazing. That's Netflix, not Instagram. You go to Instagram for thotties, not for Alice in
He
Borderland.
said Alice in Borderland on Instagram.
Wow, Instagram, sponsor us. What's good?
Well, to
I
get
know you're
into
listening.
now to now talk about Squid Games, before getting into the whole storyline and plot and like characters and what was great about it, if I mean the whole overall thing, and I might get a little serious here, don't mind me, but like visually,
Tell 'em.
this show was so good. Like if you're into that kind of shit and you're into like how it's shot, how the director made specific choices to like portray feelings and emotions and like how scary the situation is. Like it was filmed so good.
So good.
I was really amazed that it was on even on fucking Netflix. I was like, this should be in a theater. It was so good.
Yeah, that could have been a long movie.
And even the whole set design, costume choice, like I mean, I was telling Jose yesterday that there's teams of people that go behind each of these decisions. Like, what are we going to make the characters wear? Like, how should they look to portray how they're supposed to act? And like, how can we make this set feel scary or this, that, and the third? Like, there's actual teams of people who are behind these decisions, and they did such a great job with this show.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to as of right now, like I'm so impressed.
Okay, something I loved about the show, and like I said, we're probably gonna spoil some things, but we're gonna try our best not to. But I believe it's in the second
We're
episode.
gonna be like, this person died.
Oh yeah, and then this guy died. No, but I believe it was the second episode or so. Once the game starts and people start to realize how crazy it is, and then that moment happens where the people behind the game are just like, "Fine, if you want to go, go."
Okay, spoiler.
Okay,
Yeah,
spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Babe.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not gonna give spoilers, but hey, they get a choice to leave.
Yeah, and then but
Babe.
listen, that to me,
You're such an idiot.
that whole episode where they pretty much are now back in regular life, and then they kind of like slowly start to decide, like, okay, we're going back in this.
Yeah,
fucking
from this
game.
point forward, guys, there's gonna be spoilers because Jose's telling you. The
Yeah,
whole
you know what?
storyline.
Fuck all of y'all. All right, I'm gonna just say what it is. I'm sorry.
Skip ahead.
No, listen.
Skip.
The just the point of the episode where they went through that and they just still decided to go back in. The way that's set up, I love that because at this point it makes it their fault for being there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that was the whole point. At the end of the show, you realize that the creator of the game, he wanted to remove as much guilt that he felt.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a whole reason why. Again, guys, skip forward if you haven't seen the show. But there's a reason why he was in the game. You know,
Yeah.
because he wanted to get rid of that guilt. Like, wow, I'm gonna have these people kill each other for money. But he's like, you know what? These people have a choice to be here,
Yeah.
and they chose to be here.
Yeah.
And, you know, that removes that whole guilt shit. It's like, nah, they want to be here. And if that's what they want to do, that's on them.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's on them. And some of them were real pieces of shit. Like some of them deserve, well, not deserve. Nobody deserves to die, but some of them, we were kind of glad when they fucking died. Shout out to that one
Facts.
character, that one girl, that lady was so annoying. Jeez Louise.
Oh my god! Oh my god! If you guys have watched it, you guys know exactly who we're talking about.
That-
There's this one fucking
That
lady.
bitch.
That one lady. She was I have to give my props to her where she deserves it. Like she made it work, and she made it far along the game because she was so annoying. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if she wasn't like that,
But then
she would have
that
been gone the first fucking day.
But that annoying shit was the reason why at one point she wasn't picked for something. Which then it kind of helped her out. But whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, so her being annoying kind of like did get her by. But oh my gosh, I would have just offed myself being next to her. Though.
You're so stupid.
She is so annoying, yo.
You're so stupid.
Jeez
Also- okay.
Yeah,
We're back because Jose fucked up and
Yeah,
pressed the
yeah,
button.
yeah. I pressed the button I wasn't supposed to press. So yeah, but you
It's
know
all
what?
right. New podcast. We're
Here's the
learning.
thing, though. This is like magic because the people listening, they don't know.
They don't know. We'll just continue where we left off.
Yeah. So
What I was
fuck
gonna
that bitch. She was annoying.
And I said, ha, you're stupid. What I was going to say after that, before you press the button, you piece of shit, is shout outs to my guy, Ali. Nobody talks about him enough. Shout outs to him. I feel bad for his poor, precious soul. He was such an innocent being, but you know what? Him being so innocent and naive got him killed. And it goes to show the nice guy will always finish last.
Yeah, listen, he's a prime example of why, just being so nice to people will sometimes fuck you over. And that's something we all need to learn from. I mean, yeah, we should be nice to people, but we shouldn't let people take advantage of us.
Exactly. Like you could be nice, but bitch, fuck you. I'll hold my own marbles. How about that?
Yeah. Now, this is something that we were talking about yesterday, and I wanted to mention it about Squid Game.
Uh-huh.
And whatever, spoilers, I don't care.
We already said that
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like 4 times.
But we haven't really said like who won the game or this and that, or did the game ever
I
finish?
mean, we've said important plot lines, but okay.
But okay, the end of the show, Homeboy has red hair.
I remember this conversation we had
Boy is
yesterday.
walking around with some hot red hair. We got to touch on this.
I forgot what you said yesterday. What did you say?
Well, what I was gonna say was, I get it because
You get it why he chose
okay,
get it.
I don't get it. Okay,
I would have gone purple personally.
I don't get why red, but I get the haircut. I get the suit. The Toomey backpack. I get it, dude. Like, you got money now. Like, he's on some shit where he's like, you know what? I am gonna enjoy my shit. I'm gonna go out there and do this and blah 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 blah. Right? But here's the thing about it. He did look kind of cool, except for the red hair. But then I was just like, you were saying, yeah, he cleaned up. He looks nice. My hot take is, I think he looked kind of cooler when he was just like a homeless guy.
That ass. I mean, here's my thing, right?
Because
I remember this conversation.
right before that,
for like a year, this guy was living like a bum. Like
he was a bum with money.
Again, spoilers. The guy won. My guy won.
No, don't say that. He didn't win. Yeah, if you didn't watch it, he didn't win.
He won, right? He had all this money for like but he
that
let
guilt
that money
fucked him
sit
up.
somewhere in a bank. That even the bank called.
It was
I
like,
had a meeting with him. I was like, "Yo, you just gonna let this money sit here, man? Like, you got to do something. You got to do something with the money."
But he was like, he felt so much guilt.
He felt so much guilt from everything that happened.
Which
in the game.
was kind of touching because when he saw his mom, passed away and he laid next to her, and he said, "Mom, I finally have money." Shit, that shit kind of hurt. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, that's sad. Like, I finally have money, Mom. But now he has money, but he has nothing else.
But like for a year, he had all this money and he wasn't doing shit with it. It was like sitting, cogiendo polvo in the damn bank.
Yeah.
And a year later, he has like a realization after, I mean, of course, he ends up meeting with you know who and has this realization and starts, actually doing shit with the money. And his first thing was like, yo, I'm going to go to the salon.
Yo, give me the hot red.
Give me the number 3.
Yo,
fucking hot red bob.
You remember the memes about like the barbershops? like barber be like, "What you want?" And then they say something funny, and they be like, "Say no more." Yeah, he was like, "Yo, you ever chew Big Red?" And the barber was like, "Say no more." And they just fucked this shit up.
He looks so dumb.
It was super anime character looking.
He looks so stupid. And for somebody who was looking fresh, because he was looking real nice on the way to the airport, fucking with his new book bag. He had his suit jacket on.
He must have just, nah, don't get tight. I know you're going to get tight, but maybe he just finished watching like a BTS video and he was like,
wow.
Yo, I'm about to pull. He saw like one of them dudes like gymming in one of them, like one of the real pretty ones. And he was like, yo, I want that red
You
hair.
are so annoying. Just to give a little bit more insight of what Jose's saying, this is something we were supposed to talk about in the beginning of the podcast, a little bit about ourselves, but we went off on a whole damn tangent.
Fuck that.
But just some more information about us and why I think this podcast is going to work is that me and Jose, we have good chemistry, whatever. Like, we're a couple.
Whatever, we get along.
If you don't know, now you know. Like,
yeah, we've been dating for some years.
We've been dating for some years. We've been dating for a while.
A decade.
But we have good chemistry together and we have things that we enjoy together, but we each have our own niches. Like, Jose is really into like photography,
the arts, whatever.
the arts. He's artsy fartsy.
Things here and there, whatever.
Tech, really into tech, all that stuff. And my niches are usually like beauty, K-pop. I'm really into K-pop.
She's been into K dramas, which, if you don't know what that is like Korean
K-dramas.
dramas. She's been into that since before I knew
They're
her.
great.
So when I met her over 10 years ago, I was like, what the fuck you mean Korean drama? Like, she was watching it like soap operas. And it was kind of like the way my parents would watch like
Novelas.
novelas, like Spanish soap operas.
Yeah.
That's what Desi used to watch, but in like another language. And then she got into like Korean music and all. So she's really been into the whole
Korean
Korean
music,
thing.
Korean movies.
So yeah, any
into
chance
it.
I get to like throw a jab at her or like, make some fun of her,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna do it. So that's why I said, homeboy must have just saw a BTS video because he saw that red hair and he was like, I know one of them had that red hair in one of their videos, Dynamite or one of them shits, mic drop or some shit, and he was like, I want that joint right there.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that shit was probably popping when that.
You know what? We can't shit on his style choice. If he wanted red hair, well, cool. He has the money. He can do whatever the hell he
can do
wants. He
whatever
could
he
come
wants.
out with a damn chicken
Yo, he
suit
could've came
on,
with the
and he
burnt
would have.
tips.
He still would be shitting on me and you because
Oh,
he
yeah.
had way more money.
His backpack cost more than my cat's food.
Cost more than Fancy Feast.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Who's actually laying right next to me right now. But yeah, that was just one of my hot takes. I thought that he looked kind of cool when he was a homeless man. When his hair grew out.
He looked better.
Yeah, when his hair grew out and the mustache.
The beard.
Hair, yeah, like the beard. He looked like he was about to like pull a fucking katana out
He
and cut
looked.
somebody.
He looked harder, right? Because when he changed his
Harder?
hair, well, he looked harder. Like he looked tougher.
Like, he
you
ain't
know what I'm
take no
saying? Like
shit,
he
right?
was gonna fuck somebody up, and then he went red and shaved off the beard, and he looked
mad-
pussy. Like
Yeah, he looked like man anime. You know what I'm mad about too?
no, not anime. He just looked dumb. Like it didn't match. You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? He looked nothing like he did when he was playing the game. Like, it looks like two different people.
Well, he is a whole different person. That kind of, I mean, that money, that amount of money will change anybody.
Yeah.
That's like life changing money. If I ever had that kind of money, I would disappear. You would never see me again.
Yeah. Shout out to people who don't understand like currency. They were watching this shit and they were like, "Yo, I can't believe they're playing for billions of dollars."
Billion yen. Was it
Yeah,
yen?
it was yen or whatever.
Won.
Won. Yeah. So it actually accumulated to what, like, wasn't it 60 something $million?
Some shit like that.
40?
It was a lot of millions.
Yeah, it was a lot, but it was between
In
like
American
40,
dollars.
$40 to $60 million, which is still a lot of money. That's amazing. But it wasn't billions. I mean, their billions are millions to us. I mean, the exchange rate is crazy.
The exchange rate.
The exchange rate is
People,
Yeah,
you're mad used to the people who didn't understand. They're like, wow, they're playing for billions.
they playing for billions of dollars. Oh my god, I would fucking kill somebody for that. Nah, dude, it's a couple $1,000,000.
And well, not a couple.
Well, it's enough to clear
tens
their
of
debt
millions.
and then dye your hair red.
clear some debts.
You know how much hair dye he can buy for the rest of his life?
He could change it every day if he wants.
Oh my gosh. Nah, yeah,
No,
he's
that
killing
kind of
it.
money is life changing.
Yeah.
But anyways, Squid Games was great. You should watch it.
Yeah, it was good. No squids were harmed during this show,
Yeah.
and we might have to talk about something else just to kind of mix it up a little bit before we end.
Can we touch upon how in the beginning we wanted to touch upon if we ever had fans?
Oh yes, yes. So here it is, guys. You're here. You're okay. I don't. I'm fucking it up. You're. We gonna leave that in too because I'm not editing shit. So you guys are meeting us at the ground floor, all right? And this train is only going up. This sounds so stupid. This elevator.
The train is going up.
Yo,
because trains go up.
Trains go forward. Okay, so this elevator is only going up, baby. In about a year, we're gonna be like popping. Like we're gonna be.
Well,
like,
that's reaching, but okay.
Yeah, no. Fuck
Out
that.
of our 3 friends who are gonna probably listen
So
to this,
I know only like 3 or 4 people are gonna listen to this, but we're gonna keep dropping. But listen, we need a name for our fans. All the big.
well, the
names in
conversation
entertainment
started
have
was that
fans.
eventually down the line when we have like hundreds or thousands, I'm reaching here, but eventually when we have a fan base, I'm like, how cute would it be if we named them something like,
Our little monsters.
okay, that's Gaga. But
Oh no, we're not
Gaga
doing
calls
that.
them monsters. But I'm like, what are we gonna call
Shout out
our?
if you know you know. Shout out to that one clip in that interview, that Zane Lowe interview years ago with Kanye with the whole Polaroid. I love Gaga. What the fuck does she know about selling
What does she
cameras?
know about cameras?
Yo, it's nothing but quotables. I swear.
No, but well, we were trying to think of what would we call our fans eventually?
Eventuallys. That's what you just said. What the
Eventuallys.
fuck is eventuallys? That sounds
You
like.
know,
Let
I'm
me
trying to
get
be cute with it.
let me get a pizza with some eventuallys on it.
Stupid
Anchovies.
anchovies. So there was a lot of names thrown around. One of them was tardies because mad late. You show up late to your class or whatever, you get a tardy.
I always thought that word was so stupid.
I was like, yo, how about shout out to all my tardies?
That sounds like tartar sauce. I don't know. It makes me think of like,
Yeah, it's a bad name.
yeah, it's not a good one.
And then what was another one we came up with? Oh, I said because the whole concept is that we
I
ain't
have
shit.
a good one. I have a good
We
one.
ain't shit. We're sitting on the couch. We eat snacks. And we're kind of like crusty dusty. And I was like, oh my God, let's name our friends the crusty dusties.
Yeah.
And if they ever meet each other out and about, it's just like, are you a crusty dusty?
You crusty?
Are you a crusty dusty? Me
Yeah.
too.
Wait, are you dusty though? Yeah, I'm down. I'm down
I
with
think
the
it's
cause.
cute.
But we're not. I don't know. The crusty dusty is kind of wild.
I mean, we're still in development.
Imagine like the one
We-
tough
know.
guy who listens to this shit, right? And he's like, I don't want to be.
I'm a crusty.
I don't want to be a crusty dusty. Now I got a better one. What if we call our fans our little potatoes?
I love it. Well, it's not your idea, you son of a.
It's my
don't
idea.
Even, it's not your idea because this
It's
is
my
way
idea.
way before we turned on to record. I was like, yo, you know what should be our theme song? Shout out to anybody who listens to TikTok. But on TikTok they have that song, small potatoes, potatoes.
Yo, those potatoes
Yeah.
kill it.
I love that song. I think it's so cute, and also because we're couch potatoes. And me and Jose always have this joke that we call each other like I'm a potato, he's a potato.
I got it. So instead of calling them our little potatoes or our potatoes, shout out to all my potatoes out there, right? Yeah, that's cool and all.
Shout out to all the pears.
Or the pears that I know. But what if we just call them like papas?
You just made it Spanish. You're like, oh, let's make it. I could do you one better. Papas.
Yo, that's it. Shout out to all of our papas, yo. And it's like people who don't know Spanish who are just gonna be like, what the fuck is a papa? I'm not a grandfather.
That's what they named their grandpas, Pawpaw.
Yo, shout out to people who like do shit like that.
I've never called my grandma anything besides
like, people be
abuela
like-
or mama.
Ever since I moved out here, I be hearing like crazy ones I've never heard in New York.
Mima.
Mima, like, where's Mima? Like, Mima, what the fuck is a Mima?
I've heard Mima, Mimi,
Mama.
Nana.
This sounds like that clip from the fucking Family Feud, if you know, you know. Anyways,
That's a great clip.
yeah. She's like, Mama.
He said
Mama.
Steve Harvey came up to her
Mama.
and said, "What is another word that you could call your grandma?" And like 3 people before this lady said,
Mama.
"Mama, Nana," and then she goes,
Nah.
"Okay, my turn. How about Nana?"
And he was like, no.
No, that they already said that. She goes,
then-
"Okay, what about Nana?"
They were spelled the same way. She just changed the way.
She was just saying accent. He was like, "No, you don't get it. You can't just change the accent. It's still the same word. It's not up there."
It's not a good answer. Ow. Yeah,
And she was like, all right. How about Nana?
listen, okay. Okay, Desi's like dying. Desi's
Because how the fuck she didn't get it?
Desi's about to choke
just
on
kept
oatmeal
saying,
pie.
she just kept saying Nana with different accents. Nana, nay nay.
No,
Nah,
no. He was like, no. Anyways, guys, listen.
We're not gonna hiccups.
Desi's about to get hiccups, and this is really bad. I don't understand. She's laughing too much. Okay, so we're not gonna pick a name for our fans yet.
No, we're
Let's
still in
wait till.
developmental stage. It's
Yeah, we're
fine.
testing this out. We're
I
seeing.
mean, we have like 5 people listening.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
notice that every time we started off and we were low self-esteem, we're like, oh, the shout out to the 2 people.
Yeah,
It
then
went up to 3.
It went up
And
to
now
3.
we're at 5.
Yo, there's 5 people
There's
listening
5
to us.
people listening.
And you know what? Y'all fucking rock. Y'all are the reason we wake up in the morning and we say, yo, tonight,
Not
really
really.
late, we're going to make another episode.
Aw, that was kind of sweet.
That's sweet, right?
Oh yeah, no, dead ass though, like
Shout outs to
not
Deadass.
even playing. Shout outs to the people who really are going to support us and like listen to this and like go out of their way and find it on wherever you listen to your podcast and like saving it. I really appreciate it. I mean, we're going into this knowing damn well like we're not gonna get people to listen right away, and that's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it's okay.
it's okay.
You live and you learn, and you try some things out.
Why are you
I
talking
don't
like
know.
that?
I don't know.
But
We
for
just
those
thought-
who
yeah.
are going to be supportive and because you probably know us, thank you. That's all I want to say.
From the bottom of my heart.
From the bottom of my ass,
Yes, that too.
thank you.
Which is gracias.
Grassy ass.
But I gotta say, actually, I don't know what to say. You know what? Let's end this right here. What do you think? No. What we got? We got about 40 minutes.
40 minutes? Okay, I can think of some shit.
I mean, because I'm saying, like, we can make... We need to, like, think about what we're going to talk about next time.
Yeah.
know what I'm
And if
saying?
you're a friend of ours who's listening, let us know.
Yeah, like, what do you want to hear? What are the hot topics? And we're not talking religion and we're not talking politics.
Because fuck that.
Yeah, we ain't doing it. Yeah, we're not here to offend anybody, but we will if we have to. And
Yeah, but I'm not all about that. Like, I think going into this, me and you discussed that we want it to be real and authentic. Like, literally, we're doing the same thing that we do every other night, just with microphones on. Like,
yeah,
it's literally we do this every night. We're just standing around, fucking around in the living room.
Hey,
The only
yo.
difference is that we turn some microphones on.
yep.
So I wanted to keep it that way, keep it authentic, but also keep it lighthearted. Like, we're here for a good time, not a long time, you know?
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
And seriously though, I mean, we were just like, you know what? We have the equipment. Why not just do this? We're gonna just try it out. Shout outs to the cover art for this. I love the cover art for this podcast.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it real
Let's talk
quick
about that.
because if you notice, you know, that greasy pizza box.
If you didn't notice, it is a greasy piece. It is a
And
greasy
shout out
piece
to the
of-
artist. I commissioned a very very
They're still
successful-
pending payment.
Yeah, a very successful artist
Uh-huh.
to draw those stick figures of us, and I mean, like,
It's spot on.
it's amazing. It looks just like us. It's got my wife beater, my glasses, curly hair.
Yeah. Your current outfit.
Yeah,
It's got me with my bun,
yeah,
my messy bun,
and you got like boobs.
and the cat between us.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, I got boobs.
That's
You
crazy.
idiot. Yes, I have boobs. I'm a female. I have boobs.
Yeah, but it's a stick figure.
Oh yeah, it's great. And inside inside her, the artist was me.
Yay! I wish we could insert some claps right here. Woo! It was Desi. As you can see, she's very gifted in the arts.
I'm so gifted. That belongs in a museum.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
The
can't
stick
wait.
figures.
We might have to put that stick figure drawing on a shirt and just sell that.
Okay, you're thinking way down the line.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking like, I'm already thinking about how we're gonna
Yeah.
have to open up some type of
Merch
like
shop
merch
and
store,
stuff?
and
Wow.
we're lines out the door.
The stick figures.
all 5
I
of
think
our
that's why I
fans.
decided to draw like that too. Because when me and you discussed like, hey, whenever we decide to put up these podcasts, what should we put? Like, should we have like just put like Mad Lay on a paper, you know? And I was like, how cute would it be if it was something that represented me and you? And we went back and forth about it, and we both decided like we want something super super simple and something not intricate and with too much detail
Yeah.
because
Before that one, we had a really cute one where I was a bottle of jam and you were like a bottle of peanut butter, and it was super cute. But it's not as
well,
good
fuck
as this.
them. Fuck the peanut butter
Yeah,
jelly.
well, here's the thing. It's like there was no bread. You know, like fuck that. Who just eats peanut butter and jelly like that?
out of the jar.
Yeah.
I mean, not just that. I mean, it was cute because, like, yeah, I'm the peanut butter to your jelly or whatever the hell. But it's
Well,
like,
if we're being honest, I'm more of the peanut butter.
yes,
I'm stickier. I'm like crustier than you are.
you're nutty.
You're more gunky in a good way.
But I didn't really connect to it in the sense of, besides the whole chemistry thing that me and you have, great, cool. But I don't know, it didn't hit me as hard. I wasn't like, ooh, shit, like peanut butter and jelly. Like it wasn't
Yo,
hitting.
you onto something, genius.
So
My
that's
guy.
when I decided, and I literally have the paper somewhere, and I drew it with a marker on the spot on a piece of paper. I was like, how about if we do something like this? And then I was like, that is so fucking cute. And it just worked out. And we ended up just using that.
Yeah, and then we threw some gummy bears and some popcorn on the side because we're doing this with snacks, and we actually bought snacks for this first episode. We ordered GoPuff. We wanted to keep it authentic.
Please sponsor us.
GoPuff. We're come on. And if y'all don't know what GoPuff is, I'm not here to do an ad, but it's kind of like
gonna do an ad.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a DoorDash for just snacks. It started as that. Okay,
I think you can get a lot of shit.
you can
on there,
get
to be
cleaning
honest.
supplies and like baby butt wipes and shit like that and wine, but it started as a service
For snacks.
for snacks because it's called GoPuff. It's like people smoke and then they get the munchies and they would call that. They'd order.
I don't think it was named like that for that.
That's what I think it was.
You're gonna speak for the company, the
I'm
brand?
speaking for the. I
Like,
know the
it's
company.
for smokers who have the munchies.
Well, the guy
Like,
who created GoPuff, he listens to the podcast. I know.
oh
he
my
does.
god,
So
shut up.
he knows. So I think that's what happened. They're not as popping, but they're on it. That's what we always order from them.
We always
Like,
literally
we
every time
order
we order
and
snacks, it's from GoPuff.
It's like it's like 10 minutes later. They're at my door.
Yes, they're fast. They're super fast.
And they bring if you order ice cream, they'll put it in one of those bags that's like
so it don't melt.
so it won't melt.
Shout outs to them, man. That's fucking smart.
GoPuff is dope, but they're not sponsoring us, so fuck them.
Don't say that.
No, we're not.
You don't have to sponsor us. Give us just a discount code.
Something, bro. Give me like a free Coca-Cola.
A free Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
You rock her shit.
Only one other person would get that insider. You rock her shit? Only Gringo's the only dude who would get that joke.
Shout outs to him.
Shout outs to him. He's a nice guy. Let me get one more Sour Patch, and I think we're about to just call this one it. We already hit over 40 minutes.
Really?
Over 45 minutes, yeah. So I think it's time that we take these people home. Okay. And now, Desiree with an original song called Small Potatoes. Take it away. Now, don't actually do that. We don't want to hear you sing.
Small potato, small potato, small potato.
Potatoes!
This would have been a cute
Potatoes.
outro. Not gonna lie. Are you gonna add it in?
I wish I can add the song, but I don't know if it's copyright. We're going to have to try it one day.
So we're just gonna have to sing it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for your ears.
Yeah.
Potato.
On that note, we are out of here. Y'all have a good one.
Have a blessed night.
I hope y'all listen to this
y'all.
while you're driving to work or when you're taking a bath or, when you're eating snacks.
When you're eating snacks, after a good smoke sesh.
Yeah. Shout out to the good smoke sesh if that's what you're into, Hey, we support everything here. If you
Why
like
are
crack.
you talking like that?
No, listen, if they
Why
like
are you
crack.
talking like that? You don't talk like that.
Because if they like crack, they can listen to our podcast while they're on crack. And it's okay with me. I support it. Or if they like heroin, I don't judge.
Shut up. Oh my God. And now you're just talking out of your ass at this point.
Yeah, I am.
Just
Because you know what? Because we have to go. It's been great. We have to go. Yes, I'm gonna be ending this now. Any final words?
Thank you so much for listening and choosing to listen
You're
to this
taking
podcast.
too long. All right, y'all. Have a good night. We love y'all.
Have a blessed night. Enjoy your snackies. Bye-bye.
Peace.